You may have heard the term
botanical sexism,
botanical sexism
floating around online. It's been part of a larger conversation about how bad allergy seasons have gotten and what's to blame. Botanical sexism describes
the preference U.S. cities have shown
for planting male trees exclusively.
City planters, who are mostly male,
planting male trees over female trees because they're easier to maintain.
So the male trees produce the pollen,
but not enough female trees to absorb the pollen.
The pollen is not getting absorbed, so we get to
an urban pollen explosion.
Thus the sniffling, the coughing, the eating nose fluids as afternoon snacks.
There's not much scientific evidence to support the theory, but it still comes up every few years. The term botanical sexism has had several surges in popularity since 2011. It peaked this spring according to Google Trends. And I get it. I've been looking for an explanation too. There are generally 3 allergy seasons: spring, summer, and fall. I struggle with all of them. The experts I spoke to say that has a lot to do with climate change and rising CO2 levels. From 1990 to 2018, pollen concentrations rose by 21% across North America. Plants are producing a lot more pollen, and in some places, pollen season has extended by nearly a month.
Is it true that the actual pollen itself is more allergenic?
We have a lot of evidence that certain species are producing pollen that is more allergenic. However, we only know this for a handful of different species. It's so we as scientists have a lot of work left to do to really understand how climate change is going to affect our allergy symptoms over the coming decades.
There's also air pollution and the fact that we spend a lot more time indoors than previous generations.
The so-called hygiene hypothesis, which basically says that as we have spent more and more of our lives inside, we get a lot less exposure to the microorganisms that we have such a long co-evolutionary history with.
And the air inside our homes could be more polluted than outside.
So any problems with the last shot? No reaction or swelling?
We're not exposed to the good soils and good bacteria and clean organic foods that actually prevented our immune systems from becoming allergic.
Looks like they're coming up positive now. So
Dr. Purvi Parikh is an allergist. She says indoor allergens have a big impact on her patients too.
Things such as dust mite, mold, animal dander, the cockroaches in New York City, those things we're exposed to all year round.
Experts say the biggest concern of these intersecting factors is that the consequences are going to be felt most by those in low-income areas who have the least access to medical care.
And so it's folks who have highest rates of things like asthma that are going to feel the strongest consequences of higher pollen exposure.
I've always thought of asthma and allergies as separate things, but as you said, you sort of speak about them mutually.
Allergies and asthma really go hand in hand because allergies are the most common cause of asthma, and you can develop asthma at any point.
According to the CDC, Black people are 3 times more likely to die from asthma than white people. But both of the experts I spoke to were hopeful about the future and agree there are steps we can all take to slow down the pollen crisis. And it starts with being intentional.
The government can have more legislation, policies that kind of focus on slowing down climate change and maybe even reducing some of these chemicals that we're being exposed to on a daily basis that are making our immune systems more allergic or asthmatic.
Individually, we can make lifestyle changes like walking, biking, and taking public transportation. We can eat healthier and incorporate local produce. Small steps for a healthier you and a healthier me.